So today the plan is get all of this junk and trash out of the car. I want to pull out the carpet, pull the seats and everything, and then just figure out what we need, because I want to figure out how bad the floors are and if they even need any kind of work. Let's pull all this junk out, probably the center console in there just to make it easy, but we'll take everything out, clean it up, put the seats back in so that way I can have something to sit on to move it. And these are actually not even Charger seats. I knew they weren't, but I couldn't figure out what they were. But Mike from Classic Mustangs 429 actually told me that these came out of a Mercury Cougar. So whenever he comes down, he's going to get to take these back with him. Only one glove, couldn't find the other one. It's all good. Well, this is disgusting. Right here doesn't look too bad. Some rust up under here. Yeah. A little soft up here. No, surprisingly no. Wow, it's actually a lot better than I expected it to be. Well, there's our first pinhole. Not a pinhole, but that's a pretty sizable hole right there. Another one was forming right here. Wow, that's actually not that bad though. Probably a lot more under there we don't see, but there's only one hole that I can find. Right here's the only hole that I can see so far. But if you look closely, you can see it looks like it's about to form around it. So if we don't fix this now, it'll just get worse and worse. But honestly, that's really surprising for an original floor pan. And the rest of it, pretty solid. So I'm just going to start digging through here and throw away what I don't need. Here's the air cleaner that was on it. It's not the original one. This is a 2-barrel air cleaner, but somebody, I guess the original owner, put a 2-barrel on it for some reason. It was originally a 4-barrel. We'll hang on to it when I need it one day. Some air venting. There's the floor vents. We'll keep that. We'll put it somewhere safe right now. That's a gross looking pillow. I just found something really cool. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's the page for a Chilton's repair guide. Look at that. It says on the back here, Chilton's repair guide and tune-up guide for the Charger. That's pretty neat right there. It's got the 68 Charger up front. There's no gear on it, but somebody had been working on this thing. So we can open it up. Nothing on the inside. I guess it's all bled off, but look, that's pretty cool. We'll hang on to that. Floor mats. Don't need these. More floor mats. We got a lot of trim. We'll lay this. This is a bunch of extra trim I have. We'll lay this right here. And there's a spark plug wire set. Here's my extra glove I needed. That's disgusting. And this is the factory sway bar. I put this in here when I was working on the front suspension. I just took it out and laid it inside the car so I wouldn't lose it. And here I am taking it back out. Plastic bottle, somebody made them a fill jug here. Spark plug wires. Could have used this when I was putting this thing together. Get all these out of here. Cut my mouth up. all these. Don't need it. The door panel's already ruined, so if it messes it up, I don't really care. I'm gonna do something about that anyway. Now to see, let's get this out and flip it over and look at the bottom side. I do have a nice back seat for this car. It needs to be recovered, but I do have a nice one for it. It's got really good foam in it, so I'm going to use it. Now for the moment of truth to see if we have a build sheet. I haven't looked yet. Here we go. Yeah, there was some here. Look. It was here at some point. Right here. Now there is a chance that they might have put one in the top half of the seat. I'm going to pull it out and then we'll check it too. But usually it's in the bottom half of the seat from what I remember. And there's been remnants of it. And sometimes they'll put multiple build sheets in a vehicle for some reason. But we'll probably just leave the back seat out and put the front seats only back in, just because these are basically thrashed. I'll just put these up somewhere and keep the frames. Now what I'm used to in like a dart or a duster is a bolt down here and a bolt down here, and then there's two hooks up top. So when you unbolt these two sides here, you lift up and then the whole seat will come out. This actually just has a hook here and a hook here that it locks into, and I guess there's just hooks up on the top. So I've already unlocked it on the bottom, just pushed it down. So now I'm going to see if it'll lift out and come out of the car. Oh, I forgot. We might have to take these armrests off, or at least one. Let me see if I can try it without it. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I actually just stepped through the floor right here. That's good. Yep, my foot has gone through the floor. And you can see, that's the ground. So the back side of the floor pan did not make it like the front side. So the good thing is they make all this stuff from AMD, so I'm going to just order all that. But this is why we're doing this. We're going to figure out what we need and what we don't need. But yeah, that's definitely going to have to be replaced. My foot actually went through that. That's wild. This side my knee was pushing against. Let's see how bad it is. It just felt pretty soft. Oh yeah. It's not as bad, but I could feel it crunch. Yeah, this side actually, well, look here. Watch my hand when I push it. Must be soft right up in here, up under the seat. Yeah, oh man, look at that. Right there. See the ground? Yeah. That's okay. We just got to replace it. The good news is, and this is pretty normal, this is what I was expecting. From what I can tell, all this up here looks really nice. And that's not as fun to replace. This isn't so bad, because this piece right here up to the front is all one piece, and you can buy that brand new. And you can do it with this too. But I was hoping that this piece right here wouldn't have to be replaced. And it's looking like it's not. So I probably could just clean it up, put a nice coat of undercoating or something on it to keep it from rusting anymore. But it looks pretty solid, and usually they are. I haven't really seen one like under the seat where it has rusted out, but it can happen. It can definitely happen on these cars. But thankfully this one has not. Well, I did it again. Step through the floor. Right here this time. Get out of here. See how bad I did it this time. Oh man. Yep, right through the drain plug, huh? That's what I just said too. I was just telling you guys about that. Well, whatever. We're good. Okay, now I have the armrest out on this side over here. So let's try and pull this back seat out again. No build sheet on this one either. Figure this out too. Probably got wet. Most of it's falling through the floor. Let's see what's under floor number 2. I said I was going to cut this, but it just rips. It's so simple. It's all brittle. That's disgusting. I don't like that at all. Another lens. This is for everybody who thinks that working on cars is easy. This right here, this will make or break you. What we figured out is that the front floor pans are actually still really nice for being original floor pans. Some light surface rust, a little heavy in other places, but still overall this would have been very usable. And honestly, if the rest of the car looked like this in the floor, I would have just ran it like it was, cleaned it up, and then just be done with it. Got a couple pinholes right up here in the front on the driver's side. Let that focus, there you go. You can see a couple right there. Those have been really easy to patch and fix. And if, like I said, if the rest of it was like that, we would be good. Unfortunately, we're not. So as you see, there's one big hole right here with the seatbelt sticking through it. That's the one I stuck my foot through the first time. And then I stuck my foot through the second time over here on this floor. So I expected that to happen. I honestly was expecting the whole floor to be gone. So the fact that the front's not so bad is better. But what I want to do is replace pretty much all of it. I just want to replace the entire floor pan and be done with it. That way it's just all brand new under here, regardless of what it looks like, and be completely new and just done. So like I mentioned, this piece up here is good. I'll need to get all this right here in the floor, and that's not going to be too bad. The trunk floor, like I mentioned, same situation. It's bad, but I'm glad we figured out what we needed first. That way we can go ahead and start ordering some sheet metal and get this thing fixed. Then once we do that, we'll install our new carpet, fix the center console, make it look nicer, fix our dash, windshield, do all the interior, get new seats, door panels, do something with the headliner as well. I just wanted to clean everything out and then really see what I had and what I didn't have, which don't have floor pans right now, which that's okay. That's alright. Alright guys, today's video is over, and I think we got a lot done with the Charger. Cleaned out the inside, we found a lot of cool stuff and a lot of history with the car, and now that we figured out what's rusted out and what's not, we can go and order our new floor pans and our trunk pan. But you'll see that in the next video. Also, next week you'll see the new springs that I just got and the new hangers and everything. And once the trunk pan is finished, we'll do our new springs, paint the axle housing, get new axles, new center section and everything like that. Finish up our brakes, do our brake lines, and then we'll be pretty much done for the back side of the car. We'll do our gas tank as well. I've got a new gas tank like you guys saw a few months back. That way we can actually get the car to where it can roll in and out of here and maybe even drive. That's the plan for right now too. And then at that point, we'll replace the inside of the car, the floor pan for that, all that stuff I just mentioned. And then we'll start working on putting carpet in, new seats, fixing the dash, new windshield, maybe the headliner. We'll have to figure out something with that. The door panels, all that stuff. Once we go to that point, because that's just kind of extra. That's stuff that's not really going to hold us back from getting the car roadworthy. But I would like to make sure that all that stuff is nice and ready to go for Power Tour. But like I said, today was a good day, and I appreciate you guys watching, so thank you so much for watching this. If you liked the video, please leave a like down below. If you have a question for me, feel free to leave a comment. You can also send me an email at the very end of the video. Send your projects to that same email. Order your t-shirts and your stickers, guys. And I appreciate everything you've done for me. Thanks again. See you in the next one.